Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at Theorem B from chapter 7.3, Calculating Angles in Triangles. This is going to be about how we make a sketch in mathematics. So, one thing some of my students in second grade, for example, still find difficult is to understand that if you make a sketch, it doesn't have to be on scale. Dus niet alle maten hoeven precies te kloppen. Je hoeft ook niet precies rechte lijnen te trekken. A sketch is just there to help you figure out how a certain figure behaves and what it looks like. So for example, here, if you've got a question like this, in isosceles triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC and angle B is 75 degrees. Calculate angle A and angle C. First of all, it's nice to know that if AB and AC are equal, that means that AB and AC have the same length, right? And angle B is going to be 75 degrees. If you find something like this indicates to me that it looks like this. If this letter A is named twice in something like this, I know that is going to be the vertex angle. Still, it's very difficult to now know how it looks like, so I think it's nice to make a sketch out of this. And the book gives you this sketch right here. And funnily enough, this, I think, wouldn't be the sketch that I would make. I think I would have made it like this, which is exactly the same figure, only I have rotated it a couple of degrees, right? I like to, if I sketch something, to make the vertex angle also point upwards. I already explained to you that it doesn't have to be the case. You can also do it like this. I like it a bit more like this. Remember, it's a sketch. This is not on scale. I don't have to write down the measurements of my sides. What I do like to write down, however, is which sides are equal lengths. So I use the symbols right here. And if I want to, I can also now say, well, angle B is 75 degrees. So now I've included all the information that I know inside of my sketch right here. And now it's a lot easier to understand how we can calculate angle A and how we can calculate angle C. Because if you have this sketch right here, we now know, well, in an isosceles triangle, my base angles have the same value, right? So angle B is equal to angle C. Because we used our knowledge of base angles, we write that down inside of brackets. Please do this. You have to do this. Do not do this on the test and you will lose out on points. And not on a couple of them, no, on quite a lot of them actually. Hey, if we know that angle B is 75 degrees and angle C is 75 degrees, what is angle A going to be? Well, here we're going to use our knowledge of the angle sum, right? We know that all angles together must be 180 degrees. So angle A must be 180 degrees minus 75 minus 75, which leaves us with 30 degrees for angle A. And again, I write down inside of brackets how I have calculated this. Here I've used the angle sum triangle. Dus ik heb hier gebruik gemaakt van het feit dat ik weet dat alle hoeken samen in een driehoek 180 graden zijn. Use sketches is my big tip, I think, right here. If they do not give you a sketch, I think in quite a lot of exercises they will give you a sketch in the future, or they give you a drawing even, so it's not, it is then on scale. If they do not give you a sketch or a drawing, it helps a lot if you make one yourself, okay? So practice with this, and don't forget, if you make a sketch, to write down the symbols and the information that you know. Okay, next video will be about theory C, and here we're going to combine all the knowledge that we know up until now to calculate in angles in several triangles. See you then.